one terminal of all three are connected together. Second terminal is also connected together. And finally, these two ends are connected to the source. So this type of grouping we call parallel grouping. In this case, what will be? Whatever current starts from the source. Suppose 100 electrons start from here. Some electron may follow this path. Some will say, no, I will not go with this way. I will take this way. Some will say, I will not neither follow this nor follow this. I will come this way. So there are different paths in which electron can move. That means in this case, there will be branching of current. Current will be divided. In the previous one, series grouping, current was same. But here, current will be divided. So whatever main current is there, suppose some current is going this one, some current is coming this side, some current is coming this one. Okay, maybe this one I1, this is I2, this is I3. From here, I1 is coming. From this side, I2 is coming. Naturally, here it will become I1 plus I2. I2 is coming from this side, I1 is coming from this side. So in this quad, this section, I1 plus I2 will be the current. In this case, I3 is also joining. So here, this will be the I, which is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. From this side, if you are going, then what will be? From this current I3 has gone that side. That means how much it is here? I minus I3. Out of this I3, I2 has gone this side. So what is this? This I1 will be I minus I3 minus I2. That is I1. So, in parallel grouping, current will be divided into different branches. Suppose only three are there, so it will be divided into three branches. If only two are there, then it will be divided into two branches or two parts. So that's why sometimes we say it is current divider arrangement. So in parallel grouping, current is divided. Now how much current will pass? That we'll see afterwards, not just only. Now what is same in all? See, one terminal of this resistance connected to point A, other terminal is connected to point B. Here also one terminal is connected to A, this is also connected to B. Because this is connecting what? No resistance. This one also same thing. So what does it mean? Potential difference across R1 or R2 or R3 will be same as potential difference or terminal voltage of this source. So in parallel grouping, what will be? In parallel grouping, potential difference across each resistance will be same. And that is how to identify. If potential difference across two resistance is same, that is, it is connected to the same point, between the same point, one end is connected to A, other end is connected to B, of R1 also, R2 also, R3 also. then only we will say they are in parallel. So potential difference will remain same here. So suppose this is the potential difference between A and B, or the terminal voltage of the source. Now, as we know, V is IR, potential difference across this V I1 into R1, potential difference across this, again this V will be I2 into R2, again this also I3 into R3. So this V will be I1 R1, the potential difference across each resistance. This is VA minus VB, we can say, which we are saying V. This will be I1 R1, or it will be I2 R2, or it will be I3 R3. That means this I1 will be V over R1, I2 will be V over R2, I3 will be V over R3. So from here what we are getting? This current will be inversely proportional to resistance. If R1 is more, naturally this I1 will be less, because V is same. So here what will you get? This I1 is to I2 is to I3 equal to how much? So as V is same, so it will become 1 by R1 is to 1 by R2 is to 1 by R3. That means this current will be inversely proportional to resistance. Symbolically, we are writing like this.
Sir, can we say that it is directly proportional to conductance?
Conductance, okay, yes. So in this grouping, current passing through any resistance is inversely proportional. Or through any conductor, we can say. Through any conductor is inversely proportional to its resistance. If you are comparing only two, what will be? This I1, V by R1, I2, V by R2, that means I1 by I2, what will be coming? So I1 by I2 will be R2 by R1. from here, directly you can write. If only 2 we are comparing, if 3 we are comparing, then this way. And you are knowing how to convert it into simple ratio. If you are dividing any money into 3 parts, like this ratio is given, then what will be the each value you are knowing, you have done in mathematics. So if we add these 3, what we are getting? We will take common, then 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Now this adding first, second and third, we get this I, which is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 will be, D will take common, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. The main current which is drawn from the source, this is this much. Now, in place of this group, if we want to use only one resistance, then what should be? What is the condition? Yesterday we have done that equivalent. If we want to use only one resistance, then that resistance must draw same current from the same source, and this group is drawing. So for equivalent resistance, what will be? So in place of this group, if we are using only one resistance, suppose this we are telling RP, parallel equivalent. Then when this resistance is connected to the same source, it must draw the same current as the whole group was drawing. Is it clear? So for equivalent resistance, what will be? Equivalent or effective. This I must be equal to V over RP. If RP is the equivalent resistance, that is, by using RP, we are getting the same current from the same source. Then this must be this much. Or before that, you can write, if RP be the equivalent resistance, equivalent resistance of the group, then for equivalent resistance, this I will be equal to this much. So if you compare these two, this says this I is equal to V 1 bar 1 plus 1 bar 2 plus 1 bar 3. This say this I is equal to V 1 by Rp. That means in place of this one, here 1 by Rp is coming. So comparing 4 and 5, we get 1 by Rp, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R. So this is the relation for equivalent resistance when they are connected in parallel. We have considered only 3. Then 3 is coming. If many are there, then we keep on adding. So for many resistances, what will be? One by Rp will be 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4 plus so on, whatever the number of resistance may be. So if 2, 3, 4, 5 ohm are connected in parallel, then 1 by Rp will become 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 5, whatever it is coming. Now suppose n equal resistance are connected in parallel. This is 4 ohm, this is 4 ohm, this is 4 ohm, this is 4 ohm, like that. Many are there in parallel. Then what will be their equivalent? An equal resistance. Each of R ohm are connected in parallel. Then what will be their parallel equivalent will become 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R plus so on up to n terms, no? So this one will become n over R. That means this parallel equivalent is R by n.
Sir, can you please read the first line?
Yesterday we have seen the series equivalent. When n resistance are connected in parallel series, what was the equivalent resistance? The series equivalent for the same condition was n into R. But here it is R over n. So when the resistance are connected in parallel, their equivalent will be less than each of the individual. But when they are connected in series, it is more than all of them. and here will be less than all of them. That is, it will be smaller than smallest among the group. Whatever the smallest may be, if you are adding 1 ohm and 100 ohm in parallel, the equivalent will be less than 1 ohm. So when resistances are connected in parallel, their equivalent will be smaller or will be less than all the resistances. In the group. Sorry. For example, suppose you are 1 ohm, 2 ohm and 100 ohm are connected in parallel. What will be the equivalent? Are connected in parallel. Then their parallel equivalent, how you find? 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 100. One 51 by 100. This is 1 by RP. So always keep in mind, whatever you are getting, that is 1 by RP. You have to do the inverse, then that will be final answer. Generally, the students are doing mistake. This is answer. That is wrong. So what will be the parallel equivalent? 100 by 151. So it is less than 1. The smallest one is 1. So smaller than smallest. So whatever the smallest will be in the group, the parallel will be less than that also. So when we want to decrease the value, if suppose 4 ohm and 6 ohm are given and we want only 3 ohm, then we will connect them in parallel, or we will see 2.4 ohm it will come parallel equivalent. So according to our need, we will adjust. If we want more value, we will connect them in series. If we want less value, we will connect them in parallel. Sometimes this ratio is asked. What will be the ratio of their series equivalent and parallel equivalent? Can you find? So this RS over RP will be N square. Series equivalent NR, parallel equivalent R by N. This is R, and will go there. So that will come N square. Now, if only two resistors are connected in parallel, we will always learn that relation for, or we will use frequently for two resistors, because when you will find by this way, you will forget. You will write this is the answer and it is wrong. So we will not do this one. Use this one for two resistors. if R1 and R2 are connected in parallel, then they are parallel equivalent. So we learn the formula only. So what will come? The formula you just derive. 1 by Rp will be what? 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So this R1 R2 will be the LCM. This is 1 by Rp. So what will be Rp? R1 into R2 by R1 plus R2. So frequently we will use this formula for two resistors. But this is not similar, will not come in for three resistors. For three resistors, it will not come R1, R2, R3 by R1 plus R2 plus R3. It will become wrong. You can derive yourself. So that will become R1, R2, R3 by R1, R2 plus R2, R3 plus R1, R3. Like that it will come. But we will not learn that formula. But this one frequently we will use. So this is about parallel grouping. Now, some example we will see in which resistances are connected in series and parallel both, and you will be asked to find the equivalent value. Suppose you are given here like this. This is the case. You are asked find equivalent resistance between A and B. Find equivalent resistance between A and B. Symbolically, we write like this R E B. Now, in this type of circuit, first you will have to identify which one is in series, which one is in parallel. Are these two in parallel? 2 ohm and 3 ohm? Yes?
Yes, sir.
2 ohm and 3 ohm?
Parallel.
No, they are not parallel. So what is happening here? See, one terminal of 2 is connected to point A. Other terminal of 2 is connected to point C. Now, about 3 ohm. One terminal is connected to point A. Other terminal is connected to point B, not to point C. So this is not parallel to this. Neither parallel to 4 ohm. Then what will you, or how you find? Now, whatever current is starting from point A, some current will go this way, some current will come this way. Now, whatever current is passing through 2 ohm, same current will pass through 4 ohm. If this is I1, this will be also I1. And here it will join. Suppose this is I2, this is I1, again it is I. Now, as the same current is passing through this 2 and 4, that means 2 and 4 are in series. So first we will find what is the series equivalent of this 2 and 4. Series equivalent of 2 ohm and 4 ohm. This is how much? 2 plus 4, that is 6 ohm. Now in our mind we will think, okay, in place of this we are considering only one resistance which is 6 ohm. Now are they in parallel?
Yes, sir.
They are in parallel. Now one terminal of 6 ohm to point A, other terminal to point B. 3 ohm also, one terminal is point A, other terminal is point B. So now this 6 and 3 are in parallel. 2 and 3 was not in parallel, 4 and 3 was not in parallel. But the equivalent, their equivalent 6 is in parallel to this. So we will find now the equivalent resistance between A and B is this RAB is what? This is parallel equivalent. No need to write this much in detail, just for understanding. Of 6 ohm and 3 ohm. You can directly write, okay, like this RAB will be 6 into 3 by 6 plus 3. 6 3 is 18, right? So this is 2 ohm. This will be the answer. Now, suppose this, the same figure
Time,
is
sir.
yeah,
Time's up,
whatever,
sir.
yeah, time or time. Okay, only one you do yourself, then I will leave. Suppose this is like. Now, what is happening? What will be the equivalent resistance? Okay, already much time. So now what is happening here? This 6 and
4 ohm.
3 are in parallel. Because one end is connected to point A, other end is connected to point C. So first we'll find what is the parallel equivalent of 6 and 3. What will come? Parallel equivalent of 6 ohm and 3 ohm. 6 into 3 by 6 plus 3 is 2 ohm. That means now in place of this whole group, we are considering only 2 ohm. Now what is happening? This figure you have not drawn, you have to keep in mind. These are the simple things, so we have to keep in mind. So now what is happening? These two and these two are coming in series. So equivalent resistance
Sir,
between
time
RA
off.
and B. So it is 4 ohm. So we'll leave up to here.